plumber, man. He doesn't need this.
Nice guy.
He doesn't need this.
And that's why I do. Okay, Oxford word of the year is rage bait. I feel like we all have seen rage bait on the internet. If you don't know the term, if you're a social media user, you've encountered rage bait. According to Oxford University Press, which publishes the Oxford English Dictionary, it is defined as online content deliberately designed to elicit anger or outrage by being frustrating, provocative, or offensive. Even like cooking influencers will do this stuff where it's like they make like an outrageous recipe and people will be all pissy because they're like, you're just wasting food, why are you doing this, blah 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 blah. Such content is typically posted in order to increase traffic to websites or social media accounts. Yeah, and it gets traction. It gets you clicking on there, it gets internet. They get paid.
Evidence in a state murder trial. Mangione's attorneys are trying to limit prosecutors from using key evidence, including a 3D printed gun and reported journal writings they say police illegally obtained last year when they searched Mangione's backpack during his arrest without a warrant. Peter Haralambous, ABC News, New York.
Travel frustrations for thousands of people trying to get home after the Thanksgiving holiday, among them Fran Reynolds.
We had to stop in Denver, and that's where we heard of the cancellation. It just got later and later.
More than 12,000 flights were delayed across the country, over 1,000 canceled. In Chicago, they got 8.4 inches of snow in just 24 hours, a new record for the month of November. The markets this hour, the Dow is down 57 points. You're listening to ABC News.
Find what you love what you find. Total wine and more. There's so much waiting for. Spirits and beer, thousands of wine. Guys in the know, price is so low. It just might blow your mind. You're gonna find what you love and love what you find.
With curbside pickup available, you'll always find what you love only at Total Wine & More.
Be responsible. 21. This is the story of the one. As the purchasing manager in a manufacturing plant, she knows the only thing more important than having the right safety gear is having it there when you need it. That's why she partners with Grainger for auto reordering, so her team members can count on her to have cut-resistant gloves on hand, and each shift can run safely and efficiently. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
More negotiations on ending the war in Ukraine. ABC's Ian Powell is in Kyiv.
There's something of a crunch week for President Trump's peace efforts. His special envoy, Steve Witkoff, is going to be traveling to Moscow today. He's expected to give Vladimir Putin a plan to end the war when they meet tomorrow in the Kremlin. This follows high-level talks in Florida over the weekend between the US and Ukraine. Both sides were calling it productive publicly, but there's no real sign that they were able to reach agreement on the most difficult issues blocking a deal.
Hong Kong officials say the netting that was covering the bamboo scaffolding on the sides of the apartment buildings that burned last week was not up to fire safety codes. When the blaze broke out, the fire began on the lower level, spread to the upper level, and then to the other buildings, killing more than 150 people. Here.
Rage bait.
If you aim your weapon, let's talk about.
It was earlier. It was another girl though. Okay. Remember, she didn't call us back. She had to call us back like 3 days later.
Oh my God.
Jennifer did. She was
a lot of
correct.
voicemails.
She was sleeping and woke up to see that she had 2 missed phone calls from 920-281-1057 and knew right away to call back.
Yep.
So she called
for her.